It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got Leighton Vander Esch. He's coming off the bye week, ready to return to the field.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and it's down. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Prescott. And a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's Levi Onwuzurike fighting through and punishing the offense. A big tackle for loss. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Boy, 4th and 2. This crowd was urging them to go for it, certainly. Instead, they settle for the field goal try, and then they come up with nothing.
Brandon, yeah, football coach won't let the crowd dictate how he calls a football game. He stuck to his guns. But after the miss, now there's 70,000 coaches in the stands thinking they were right.
And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9 now. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll look to throw here. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Prescott. Oh, spinning away. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job. Passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Desmond Ridder and his offensive mates ready to take over again. And he got off to the hot start with a touchdown pass on the opening drive, but it's been interception on the 2 drives since as they start again here first down. They'll start on the ground with Swift, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. A kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough. A rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears won that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots. If I remember correctly, they've won a few in the years following.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burger?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Prescott now. A dump off to Elliott. And he goes out right around the 39. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Matt Ariza now on to punt this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
A broken foot limited DeMarcus Lawrence to 7 games last season and only 3 sacks. And the Cowboys, they didn't even get back to his Pro Bowl form. At one point in his career, he had 25 sacks and a...
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Second and 5 now. Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a 1-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there and couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Room here. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out now come the Lions. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
Let's go. Black Ultra.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Second and long. That's caught left side by Judy.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. But the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Okay, break.
They'll try and throw for it here. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get this to Lazard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They'll look to throw again. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Back to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. He'll look to throw. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7. But they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? They'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So a touchdown to Pete. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now back to throw. There's Mooney with another catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this off to Swift. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defensive coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Well, in tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Draw play, Elliott. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just about on his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd and 9 now. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Come on, back. Black open.
Back to throw here. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Right, 97.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll drop to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Toward the pylon, caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And in for the Lions touchdown. Allen Lazard A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A first down carry by Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, he finds his target. It's Schultz. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 4. Now Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Prescott. It's complete to Williams. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyrell Williams, 35 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here come the Lions now. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Good footwork at the 30. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott now. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott, he finds his man, complete. It's Schultz, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Prescott on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. On second down, Elliott. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This offense so far on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll find Lamb, that's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Left side to Lamb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Prescott's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Ready. Will 52. Snap. Red. 6. 7. Step up.
Back to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
Field.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Again, he'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this.
On the double.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got this, complete to Williams. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney from 6 yards away. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. To throw is Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. And the Lionsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decided maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Prescott looks to throw on first. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyrell Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.